The common point philosophy in the simplest, ah, simplest, minute definition is we are, you are, all of this is interconnected. It's not spiritual. It's not religious. It's not God. We just said in my last video, I said God's probably a big giant bunny. It's none of that. But I don't want to talk what it's not. I want to talk what it is. Common Point talks about everything being interwoven. So, as a stream flows with water, you can take water out, you can put water in, it's still the same amount of water going. Okay. Another example would be how to connect to source. Source is life itself. John, you're going to talk about life. Source, not soul, not spirit, not energy, not any of that. I labeled it source. I call it source in my book, the Book of Common. To me, this is my theory. My theory is everything that exists, didn't exist, will exist, and does exist, got all the existence in there, all of that is interconnected to source. Everything, anything and everything. My shirt that I keep complaining about, my hand, my eyes, my hair, my book, the lamp, the back curtain, the chair, whatever. My bunny, Leo. Hi, Leo. We are all connected to source. Not only are we all connected to source on a very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Micro level. We also can make source. We also can design source. We also can create source. What the hell are you talking about? The best way I can explain what source is this. Tonight, do this for me. Tonight, when your daughter or your son or your wife or your husband or your other husband or your dog or your cat, anything living, alive as we know it, alive. I'm not going to go down more. Well, actually, in the compound philosophy, everything's alive. This chair is alive. The book's alive because of the atoms. That's a deeper explanation of source. But on an organic level, things that are breathing, these things that are living, like your daughter or your son or your husband or your wife or your cat or your bunny, whatever. When your daughter, no matter what age she is, even if she's an infant, mothers understand this. Mothers understand this better than men do, I think. Because mothers are connected to that life essence, that source essence, that energy in the universe. So when your daughter, when your daughter or your son walk through the door, stop. Do this for me. Don't go deep down the rabbit hole. How was your day? It was out of school and blah, 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 work. I hate my job. I hate the world. I hate the universe. I hate the country. Stop. Don't go into any of that chatter. Just take your daughter or your husband or your wife or your son or your uncle, whoever, you love in your life. Say, come over here. John told me to do this. Come over here. Don't say a damn thing. Shut off your friggin' phone. Take your earplugs out. Shut off whatever will interrupt you. And hold them. Hold them for 5 minutes. Hug them. Hold them for 5 minutes. Don't talk. What are you doing this for? Oh, I'm tired. Shut up. This is what John told me to do. Just do this. Just do this. Shut off all the noise. Shut off all the noise in the world. Because noise is ambition. We're not talking about ambition. We're talking about source. Leave the ambitions outside the door when you come in the house. Okay? Get back to the lesson in a second. When I come home and when my roommate comes home, my significant other comes home, okay? We literally shut off the universe. We don't turn on the news. We don't watch. We don't put all that pollution into our minds. We have a harmonious, peaceful night. Take your loved one and hug them. Just hold them tight, close to you. So close you can feel their heartbeat. You can feel them breathing in your neck. Whatever. Hold them. Don't say anything. Don't talk. What are you doing this? Just do that. Tell them. Just tell them when they walk in the door, I want to try something, and don't talk. Excuse me for 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm back. I had to have a moment there. Anyway, it's a long story. So, back to this lesson. They walk through the door. They come in, set down their books, set down their briefcase, set down whatever the hell they're going to set down. Their bowling ball, I don't care. Their gun, I don't care. What they do for a living. Take them and hold them close to you. Don't say a thing. Say shh. Listen to your heartbeat. Listen to us breathe together. Connect to that essence. Connect to that joint breathing together and your heartbeats together. Go deeper into that state. And you will get to a point, do it for about 5 minutes, maybe 8 minutes. Don't do it forever, but do it long enough to feel your connection. I mean, to feel that human, not mechanical, not technical, not computer, not AI, none of that bullshit. The human connection with them. Feel that. Feel each other. Feel each other. Feel that source. I'm going to call it energy. It's not energy. But a lot of people don't understand what I'm saying when I say source. Feel that energy, that essence, that aura that's surrounding you, that's within you, that's around you. That is source. That is source. And here's another way to take from this point on to explain to you how source works. Let's say the person that came home had a shitty day. They just had a shitty day. They do customer service, and they were badger, they were this or that. The first thing they want to do is they want to talk about all the shitty crap, all the crap that happened to them that day. If you do this, all the crap will disappear. If you do this, it will create a positive source between you. It will fortify that positive energy between you that makes you whole, makes you one, which gives you strength. By doing that, that's an immersion. That is a simple, common point immersion. By doing that immersion, you now have released all the shit of the day. Because you just hold each other. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to say a damn thing because your mind is saying it for you. Your body is saying it for you. Your entity, your soul and your entity, your makeup, your spirit, for lack of a better word, your spirit. I hate using the word spirit because I'm not religious, but a lot of people don't understand what I'm saying unless I say spirit. But that spirit of both of you folding together as you're holding each other for that 8 minutes, the 9 minutes, will cleanse you. Just takes away all that shit of the day. That is a really simple, itty bitty, common point immersion you can do every day. You not only can do that with your significant other, you can do that with your cat. You can do that with my bunny, Leo. Every night. I try to do this every night. Every night. Because it's so damn hot in Florida, I can't let my bunny out on the back porch because bunnies can't sweat. He's hot. So the house is cooler. I go in the kitchen. We got a big kitchen. I put down a tarp, all his toys, a little bench for me. You know, me and Leo just get on the kitchen floor, and he jumps over me, and he comes up to me, and he tries to lick my ear, and he's running around jumping on and sitting on my chest. I literally have an immersion, a bonding immersion with my buddy. Now there's people, oh, he's nuts. He's not. I'm not nuts. It works. So if you do not have a loved one, a significant other, somebody that comes home to you, or you can go to share this, do it with your pet. If you don't have a pet, this is really going to sound crazy. Now I need a drink. You not only can do this with a person, you can do it with a pet. You can do it with any living thing. You can do it with a bush. Go hug a tree. You can do it with a tree. You can do it with a bush. You can do it with a stream of water. You can do it with a lake. You can do it with a flower. You can do a common point immersion with anything to connect to source. You can go into a park and sit down and look at flowers. I talk about this in other immersions that I do with flowers and stuff on my videos. Doing a common point immersion with a flower is an amazing thing because as I talk about you doing the simple immersion with your significant other, when you do an immersion, when you do a common point immersion with a flower, if you're looking at a flower, if you do it for 5 minutes, you'll go so deep into that state. You'll see certain things in that flower. Do it for 10 minutes, you'll go deeper. You see more things. The petals are a different color. You look deeper into, you see a bug. You go deeper and deeper into that immersion. It also works very similar than what I was talking about earlier. One thing I want to make clear to everybody. This is not, capital not, meditation. It is not meditation. That is a whole different practice. Where did I go in there? It's not. That is a very simple definition of what you can do with the common point philosophy. Let's take it, excuse me, let's take it another step further than that very simple, I'm going to hug you when you come home, or I'm going to hug my bunny or a tree, or good luck doing your fishing. Well, you can look at your fish. Let's go to the next step. Let's go higher up to a next step. You want to have a better life. My life sucks. I hate my job. I hate my boss. I don't have money. I get it. Been there. How do you use common point and common point immersion to get a better job? To create a better life. Think about what you did when you were hugging somebody, what you did with a simple immersion. What did that bring you? That brought you, for lack of a better word, that brought you positive state, positive energy. How do you improve your life? You improve your life by focusing, by putting yourself out there to a positive state. And what you want is always there. It's everything we want is already there. You just have to see it. Everything that you want is already there. Here is the trick you have to do with your mind and reality. Life, source, as I said, that's in everything, will not show itself to you, will not come to you, will not give you abundance if you want it. It will not give you abundance, open doors, open road, over the mountain. It will not give you anything. You can only receive it if you need it. Life will not give you what you want. Life will only give you what you need. What? You have to make it a need. You have to have such a desire to change, such a desire to make a change, such a desire, a deep desire, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally in your body, to make a change in your life, that it becomes a need. When it becomes a need, boom, the doors will fly open. Opportunity will come your way. The road will be a clean path. The mountain will be easy to get over. The ocean will be able to swim across. Whatever metaphor you want to use. If you make it a need, it will not give you a want. I want $1 million. Nope. Not going to get it. Why, John? Because you want it. Here's a simple example of that. Why are so many people in our country, and I'm not talking about if you have a medical condition, normal people, for lack of a better word, normal healthy people, for lack of a better word, why are so many in our country obese? Why are so many people in our country overweight, obese by 25 pounds, including me? Because you take what you want, not what you need. You consume what you want, not what you need. The American people consumes, the gluttony is horrible. We consume 10 times more than what we need with everything, with food, with time, with our house, with our car, with our relationships, with everything that we do. Because we do everything out of want. We do, I shouldn't say everything, but we do a lot of things in our lives out of want. I want that. What does that do to you, that want? That makes you obese, that gives you diabetes, that gives you cancer. Oh, I want a 55 square foot house, John. Excuse me. I keep drinking Kodos. I want an 8,000 square foot house. I want. You don't need an 8,000 square foot house. You might need a 3,500 square foot house. See what I'm saying? That's common point. That's what this philosophy is about. It's about connecting to source. Source itself in the universe, around us, in us, all over us, whatever, will only give you, I keep burping, will only give you what you need, not what you want. And if you can, in your mind, I look like a nutty man, in your mind, if you can turn the dial and say, I'm only going to consume what I need, be it food, be it shelter, be it transportation. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I'm back. I found crushed ice in the freezer. I just shaved it off the side. And I can't quench my thirst enough today. I've been out all day long in the hot sun. In closing this video, I want you to think about people that are that are extremely wealthy, people that became wealthy and died, or that are gone, like rock stars. I'm not going to name a bunch of names. You can name 4 or 5 people that died because of drugs, died because of overeating, died because of living an over-the-top lifestyle. Because those people pushed so hard for what they wanted. They pushed so hard for what they wanted. They got what they didn't want. They got more than what they wanted, okay? And it actually killed them. So think about that. Think about certain celebrities, certain people in the world in the last, let's say 20 years or so, or 30 years, 40 years or so, that are no longer with us. What kind of lifestyle they lived? And do you want that lifestyle? The other thing I want to do in closing this video is, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it. I'm going to try to say it so it makes sense to you guys. I want to be wealthy. John, what? Let me reverse that. I need, not me. I need, and this is a promise to all my seekers, all my followers, all my people that follow me. I need to be wealthy. Not because I want to be wealthy. I don't want the big house. I don't want all the trappings. I don't want any of that. I want to live a very simple, organic life. I need to be wealthy so I can build my utopia, so I can give it back, so I can give everything that I make back to whoever's involved with me or whoever's on this planet at the time. I'm not interested in being a millionaire and flying around the world and doing all this, because it's all bullshit. And I have a really hard time. I'm not going to name names. I don't want to get out and name and calling, but there's people out there that are multimillionaires, that are billionaires. They're high-profile entertainers, or high-profile singers, performers. They're high-profile motivational speakers, and they're just living for greed. They're so greedy. They don't need all that money. They don't need to be billionaires and multimillionaires. It's all this is just shit. Because In the common point philosophy, everybody is equal. Nobody needs to be a billionaire. You don't. But like I said earlier, I want to bring in a lot of money, and hopefully I will, with my speaking engagements, with my books, with everything that I do, so I can build my retreat. So I literally want to give it all back. Okay? I want to die broke. I want to die as I came into this world, nothing. I don't want to have any wealth when I die. I don't want any wealth. I just want it so I can build what I want to build and move on. Okay? So that said, we're going to close this down. Try the immersion. That's common point immersion. That's a little bit more about the common point philosophy. If you want one of my books, you can go on Buy Me a Coffee, and I think you can buy a book that way. If you can't get it that way, you cannot get my book on Amazon. You cannot get my book anywhere except from me unless it's used. It never will be available from somebody else. It only will be available through me, the Common Point Society. That's it. If you want a physical book, this book. Okay? Why, John? Because I don't want to be part of that can of worms. I don't want to do it. I don't need to do that. It's not about me being, this popular author, and I wrote a book, and I'm doing talk shows, and how you wrote about. I could give a shit about that stuff. That's not my mindset. That's not what Common Point's all about. So, to all my seekers, to any one of you seeking as a seeker, if you want a copy of my book, put it in the description below. John, I want a copy of your book. How do I get a hold of you? And we'll figure it out, okay? Love you guys. I'm going to go. Try that immersion. Try that immersion. One more time.